Good afternoon, Willie. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for having me.
I'm really glad not only to have you here on the Zoom, but that you said yes when Dr. Robert Fuller spoke so highly of you and recommended that you were the man to talk to about Sky Country.
Yeah, Bob, go way back.
Yeah, we're very sad not to have him with us on this day, but we're very glad to have you. So, yay. So tell me, how long have you been a cultural astrologer or involved in Sky Country?
So I'm actually, funnily enough, not even interested in astronomy at all.
Really?
I'm a culture man, and just so happens I just know stuff that links with my culture in the sky.
Mm.
So, and I've just met a bunch of really awesome people along the way that are into astronomy stuff, and yeah, it's just kind of taken off from there. As I'm a bit of a Aboriginal astronomer when I'm just a culture man. That's all really.
Oh, it's hardly that's all, being a culture man. So tell me, which country do you hail from?
I was my blood comes from Murrawari, which is Berkway, but I was adopted as a child into another Aboriginal family, which is from Gamilaroi. But
Mm,
I grew up in a Wabakal country up in Newcastle, and I've
mm,
been in Sydney for about 13 years, I think now. Yeah.
mm. Wow. And in your day to day, is this what you do now? Work in.
I work at TAFE New South Wales as an Aboriginal Student Support Officer as my full-time role, and I do a little bit of side stuff outside of those hours. Yeah,
Mm, fantastic. So, who found you? How did it all come about?
that's actually a bit of a funny story. The I was just doing an Aboriginal tour with one company, and the manager of Sydney Observatory came on my tour and just loved how I presented, and she said she had a program or a tour called the Dreamtime Astronomy program, and she didn't have any Aboriginal guides, so I was like, I'll give it a go. Two of us said we'll give it a go, and I was the one that stayed.
Mm,
And yeah, it's just then I started, and I met Bob, I met a few others, Dwayne Hummaker, and yeah, it just grew from there.
wow, and grew and grew.
Hmm.
It's just beautiful every time I've had the privilege of looking up when I'm on country with people who know culture well. It's been such an eye opener, literally looking up, and really looking forward to having you come along on the night that you're coming along. There's apparently a comet and a moonrise.
Mm,
Mm.
the moon, that's going to be pretty full, is it?
Yeah, I think so. I think the full moon might be on the 14th, if I'm not mistaken.
I say this is some of the stuff that I don't really take notice of. I'm like, oh, is it full or is it not? It's not okay. So whereas a lot of my I guess mates that are in this field, they know exactly when the moon's going to be full and everything like that. I just look up, then
Look up and tell us what you see.
pretty
That's all
much
I'm asking. Yeah, so you'll be there along with Aunty Sharon Mason, who I gather you've worked with previously. Mm.
did used to be Aboriginal tour guides back in the day where we with in Sydney, and we were deadly guides, and she wanted to go back to her
Mm.
country, which she did,
Mm.
and she's been killing it.
Mm.
So been seeing her on Facebook and everything, just keep me track. So when you said that she's going to be down there, I'm like, oh, let me give her the biggest hug when I see her.
Brilliant. And we've also got the beautiful Lynne Thomas, who's Uncle Ted Guboo Thomas's daughter. So that's a real privilege to have her there too. And we'll be hosted by Uncle Paul McLeod, who's from Wreck Bay, right in the country that we'll be working from. So, and the telescopes and the coming together is all provided by Dimitri and Caroline, and they run Jarvis Bay's Stargazing. So it's a merry crew, and I think it's going to be an amazing night. Yeah. So thanks for saying yes, and see you down here. Anything else you'd like to add before I?
I'm not looking forward to it.
Mm.
Never been to Jervis Bay before, so this is going to be pretty cool.
Wow. Okay. Well, you're in for a treat. It's some of the most beautiful land ever. The beaches are so white, and we've been having a lot of phosphorescence down here. So let's see if we get lucky on that night because we'll be right there on the beach. We'll see how
I'll
we go.
prob I'll probably know a few mob down there, so I've met a few that are from that area, so be good to catch up.
Great. All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you there. Bye.
Cool.